The Soulsborne games are usually used as a benchmark when referring to a game's difficulty. But Soulsborne games are more than just a "you died" screen. As they all share something in common, we could trace their family tree to reveal how these games are all linked to each other. From the first Souls game to the 2019 Game of the Year, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I'm Camille Salazar-Hadaway, and here is the complete FromSoftware Soulsborne family tree.
Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
What are the Soulsborne games? The term describes a group of games developed by FromSoftware Studio and specifically game director Hidetaka Miyazaki. Soulsborne is a word inspired by two iconic games from Miyazaki and FromSoftware: the Souls series with Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and Bloodborne, the latest evolution from the series. So what makes the Soulsborne games so special? They all revolve around the same concept of grinding, learning from your mistakes and improving over time. Most players would give up after the 100th "you died" screen, but for those who keep on trying, the sense of accomplishment you get from the Soulsborne series is like no other in video games. Of course, the Soulsborne games are not always directly related, yet we can still see the relationship between each game, how they interact with each other, and follow the line through the FromSoftware Soulsborne family tree. Demon Souls is the first game from the Souls series. Released in 2009 for the PlayStation 3, Demon Souls is set in the mysterious, dark fantasy world of Boletaria. This kingdom is consumed by a dark being called the Old One, who is released through the use of forbidden soul arts. Players step into the shoes of the hero who will save Boletaria and restore its greatness. At first, Demon Souls was considered too difficult to appeal to players outside of Japan, but despite the odds, the game was a commercial and critical success in the West, where no other game provided the same sense of challenge and accomplishment after a complicated battle. Demon Souls started what would become the Souls series, with its system of accretion, loss, and recovery of souls. If you haven't played it yet, there is no need to remove the dust from your PlayStation 3. Bluepoint Games released a remake of Demon Souls for the PlayStation 5 in November 2020, so players can rediscover the game that created the Soulsborne mania. While Demon Souls is the first installment of the Souls series, it takes its inspiration from another series of games, Kingsfield. This RPG series created by FromSoftware mixes puzzle solving, first-person battles, and exploration. Kingsfield received many positive reviews, especially for its groundbreaking 3D graphics. The first Kingsfield game, published in 1994, never made it out of Japan. However, there is a fan-made English translation, but no official release was set for the West. Following the success of Kingsfield in Japan, the series quickly went overseas with Kingsfield 2 in 1995 and Kingsfield 3 in 1996. 6 years after the original Kingsfield game, the series made it to the PlayStation 2 with Kingsfield 4, released as Kingsfield: The Ancient City in the US. Kingsfield counts a total of 4 core games and 6 additional spin-offs. Most of them were only available in Japan, like Kingsfield Mobile and Kingsfield Additional 1 and 2 on the PlayStation Portable. Back to the Souls series. Demon Souls inspired a new game, described as its spiritual successor, Dark Souls. The game launched in 2011 on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The Souls series defined a new kind of video game, with complicated fights, intricate level design, and complexity many players couldn't bear. The game is known to be unforgiving, and any mistakes could lead to the player's death. Despite this level of difficulty, the game becomes a worldwide success. By April 2013, the original Dark Souls game sold over 2 million copies around the world.
The undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Now you may be wondering why FromSoftware didn't just publish a Demon's Souls 2, and what actually makes it different from Dark Souls. The reason behind the change from Demon's Souls to Dark Souls is purely legal. Demon's Souls was published by Sony and Dark Souls by Bandai Namco. The intellectual property rights prevented FromSoftware from creating a new Demon's Souls, so the company developed its successor, Dark Souls. Demon's Souls and Dark Souls bear various similarities. The settings and overall gameplay are similar, and the die and retry aspect of the original game carries on to its successor. Dark Souls also draws inspiration from the manga series Berserk for its dark fantasy environment, with real inspirations for several of the game's locations. Dark Souls 2 continues the Soul series, even though the team behind this opus is different from the original one. Director Hidetaka Miyazaki and part of the team were working on Bloodborne during the development of Dark Souls 2, which was created by a younger team.
Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar.
Dark Souls 2 did not have the same success as its predecessor. The game lacked the level design quality that made the Souls series popular, focusing more on the difficulty of fights rather than the reasons for having them. However, Dark Souls 2 redeemed itself through various updates and downloadable content. It is now a real member of the Soulsborne family tree, and not just one we try to forget. On November 25, 2014, FromSoftware released Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. This upgraded version of the game includes the 3 DLC campaigns of Dark Souls 2, as well as enhanced graphics and performance improvements. For the sake of our Soulsborne family tree, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin can be considered as a descendant of Dark Souls 2, as it is an improved version of the classic game, including all the updates that made Dark Souls 2 a better game over time than on its launch day. After the development of the Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls, Sony and FromSoftware collaborated on a new project for the PlayStation 4. Bloodborne.
Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Bloodborne uses a Victorian Gothic setting inspired by real-life locations in the Czech Republic and Romania. The ambience is similar to that of Bram Stoker's Dracula and its dark fantasy world. The reveal of Bloodborne during E3 2014 created widespread hype among gamers around the world. It came out in 2015 and was praised for its unsettling atmosphere and fast-paced combat. While there's no direct connection between the Souls series and Bloodborne, the previous work of FromSoftware and Hidetaka Miyazaki was apparent throughout this new game. Just like the Souls game, Bloodborne is complicated to beat, the die and retry mentality of the Souls series is here, and defeating a boss feels just as rewarding. Dark Souls 3 is the spiritual child of Dark Souls and Bloodborne. It combines the mechanics that made the Souls series popular and speeds up the game rhythm as in Bloodborne. Dark Souls 3 is the finale for the Dark Souls series, with dynamic fights and its share of death. The gameplay is similar to Dark Souls 2 and features the usual saving bonfires from the series. It brings back the magic system from Demon's Souls and improves the combat and movements from Dark Souls 2. The game also takes its inspiration from Bloodborne. The universe is not as dark, but it still features ghouls and undead monsters. The enemies are aggressive and the combat fast-paced, making Dark Souls 3 feel like a descendant of Bloodborne. This mix of the Souls series gameplay and Bloodborne fast-paced action created a new genre. The Soulsborne games were born. In 2019, FromSoftware stepped away from the Soulsborne games to create a new franchise. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice follows the story of a Japanese shinobi seeking revenge on a samurai clan.
As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Stealth is a core part of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Our shinobi hero is as discreet as a ninja should be, and battles revolve around attack posture instead of raw health points. While in Stealth, Death Blow can take out enemies in a single move, just like in Assassin's Creed or Ghost of Tsushima. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice takes the key mechanics of the Soulsborne games, but removes some of the RPG elements to become more of an action game. Multiplayer is also a core element of the Souls series, some dungeons being almost impossible to beat alone. Players could also leave notes for others, to warn about a dangerous path, for example. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice steps away from the Souls series here, and could be seen as more of a cousin to the Soulsborne family. The Soulsborne family has many relatives, with several games that are neither part of the Souls series or a Bloodborne game, yet they bear similarities with both. In February of 2016, Bandai Namco Entertainment published a free-to-play mobile game set in the Dark Souls universe to promote Dark Souls 2. Called SLASHY Souls, this game is an endless runner in a pixel art style where players need to avoid traps while also killing enemies. SLASHY Souls didn't meet the success as the main Soulsborne titles, mostly because its difficulty made it almost impossible to play on mobile. The Souls series doesn't end here, as a new game is in the works for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This new game, called Elden Ring, was announced at E3 2019. Souls director Hidetaka Miyazaki has teamed up with Game of Thrones' George R.R. Martin to create the backstory of Elden Ring.
The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something.
According to the game director Miyazaki, Elden Ring is a much bigger game than any other in the Souls series. Besides the massive story brought on by Martin, the game also features an open world with new gameplay mechanics, such as horse riding and mounted combat. Even if Elden Ring is an open world, don't expect to run into populated towns full of life. As in any other game from the Souls series, the Elden Ring world is a devastated one, full of ruins and monsters. Now that the Soulsborne family tree has no secrets for you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more gaming videos.